For nearly 2 decades, software development sat atop the career food chain. U.S. News crowned it the best job in America multiple times. Parents steered their kids toward computer science degrees like pilots navigating by a North Star. The math was simple. Learn to code, secure your future, retire comfortably. That North Star just went supernova. Picture 2019. The Bureau of Labor Statistics counted 1.5 million software developers working across America and projected a 22% surge in positions through 2029, one of the fastest growth rates for any profession. Six-figure starting salaries became commonplace. Remote work before it was trendy. Travel stipends, stock options, unlimited PTO. The perks read like a tech bro's fever dream. Then 2020 arrived, bringing a pandemic and something far more permanent. AI that could actually write code. The shift didn't announce itself with fanfare. Google, Microsoft, and OpenAI quietly developed models capable of generating functional code from plain English descriptions. By 2023, GitHub Copilot was finishing developers' thoughts mid-keystroke, auto-completing entire functions like a savant intern who never sleeps, never complains, and costs a fraction of a junior programmer's salary. Companies noticed. Spreadsheets were recalculated. The math stopped being so simple. Meta eliminated 16,000 positions in their AI-focused restructuring, a corporate earthquake that sent tremors through Silicon Valley. Microsoft trimmed 5% of its workforce. Alphabet followed suit. These weren't startups running out of runway. These were the companies that wrote the playbook for developer paradise, now rewriting it entirely. The statistics paint a stark picture. Over 110,000 software developers laid off globally between 2023 and 2025. Workday cut 1,750 employees in February 2025, with AI-driven efficiency cited as a contributing factor. Salesforce slashed over 1,000 jobs in January 2025, reducing its engineering team by 15% while simultaneously expanding its sales force to push AI products. Read that again. Firing the people who build the product to hire more people who sell it. The irony cuts deep. The profession that spent decades automating everyone else's job, factory workers, travel agents, bank tellers, suddenly found itself on the wrong end of the algorithm. Paradise turned into purgatory overnight, and the developers who once felt invincible now scroll through LinkedIn with the same anxiety they'd watched other industries experience. AI hasn't just arrived at the party, it's running the show. A 2024 study revealed that 32% of tech companies had already integrated AI tools into their programming workflows, not as assistants, as replacements. Tasks that once required 3 developers and 2 weeks now take 1 developer and 2 days, with AI handling the grunt work that used to build junior programmers into senior ones. The transformation extends beyond tech giants. Among non-tech companies, 45% plan to replace portions of their development teams with AI technologies within the next 3 to 5 years. Banks, insurance companies, retail chains, industries that spent the 2000s desperately hiring developers to avoid digital extinction, now see a cheaper path forward. ChatGPT and its siblings democratized coding in ways that sound empowering, until you consider the implications. Someone with zero programming knowledge can now describe an app idea in conversational English and watch AI generate functional code. It's like giving everyone on Earth the ability to speak every language fluently. Beautiful for communication, catastrophic for professional translators. The experts find themselves drowned out by accessible automation. This is where most analysis goes wrong, treating this as either complete doom or easy adaptation when the reality resists simple categorization. The truth sits uncomfortably in the middle, and understanding that nuance matters more than picking a side. Here's what the doomsayers miss. Developers aren't vanishing, they're evolving, and the awkward transition phase feels like extinction when you're inside it. Yes, AI excels at generating boilerplate code, fixing common bugs, and building standard features. These were also the tasks junior developers cut their teeth on, the unglamorous repetition that built muscle memory and pattern recognition. AI didn't eliminate the need for developers. It eliminated the entry-level stepping stones that created experienced developers. That's the real crisis, and it's more insidious than mass layoffs. The developers who survive and thrive treat AI as a force multiplier rather than a competitor. They've shifted from writing every line of code to architecting systems, making high-level decisions AI can't navigate, and asking questions algorithms don't know to ask. When the AI-generated code inevitably breaks in unexpected ways, and it will, human developers become debuggers, translators, and strategic thinkers rather than typists. Creativity remains stubbornly human. So does the ability to understand why a client needs something they can't articulate, to recognize when a technically perfect solution solves the wrong problem, or to navigate the messy human dynamics that determine whether brilliant code ever gets deployed. The job description changed, not the profession itself. Companies like Meta didn't just fire engineers randomly. They're restructuring around a different vision where AI handles the predictable and humans tackle the unprecedented. Microsoft isn't abandoning developers. It's redefining what developers do, shifting them from code production to AI supervision and strategic integration. This distinction matters enormously. A developer who views their value as lines of code written per day is competing directly with AI and losing. A developer who sees their role as complex problems solved, systems designed, and team obstacles cleared is using AI as a supercharged assistant. The market is merciless to those who mistake activity for value. Efficiency gains from AI will eventually stabilize at a new equilibrium. Companies discovered they hired too aggressively during the 2010s tech boom, building teams with the assumption that hockey stick growth would continue forever. The current correction feels seismic because it's compressing a decade's worth of course correction into 3 brutal years, accelerated by AI's ability to do more with less. But more with less still requires the Morty 9. And that's where adaptable developers come in. Software development isn't dying. It's fragmenting into specializations the Bureau of Labor Statistics hasn't invented categories for yet. AI systems need architects. Machine learning models need trainers. Code generated by AI needs auditors who understand what can go catastrophically wrong when algorithms make assumptions. The developers entering the field today face a landscape their predecessors wouldn't recognize. Deep knowledge of specific programming languages matters less than understanding how to work alongside AI tools, how to prompt them effectively, and how to catch their mistakes before they compound. It's less about memorizing syntax and more about strategic thinking, orchestrating rather than performing. For established developers, the anxiety is real and justified. Skills that took years to build feel suddenly obsolete. The goalpost didn't just move. Someone replaced the entire field with something unrecognizable. Retraining at 40 feels different than learning at 20, and the industry's age discrimination problem compounds the challenge. Yet history suggests adaptation over annihilation. When spreadsheets arrived, accountants didn't disappear. They stopped doing arithmetic by hand and started doing analysis. When search engines emerged, librarians didn't vanish. They became information architects. When calculators became ubiquitous, mathematicians focused on problems calculators couldn't touch. Software developers are traveling that same difficult road, and pretending otherwise helps nobody. We're watching the painful middle chapter of a transformation, not the final one. AI will continue improving at code generation, and more tasks will migrate from human to machine. Companies will keep optimizing for efficiency, and some developer jobs will never return. But software systems will grow more complex, not simpler. They'll integrate more technologies, span more platforms, and create more opportunities for catastrophic failure when pieces don't communicate correctly. Someone needs to see the whole board while AI focuses on individual pieces. That someone is still a developer, just one who learned to speak AI as a second language. Nobody knows exactly which specializations will matter most in 2030, or which programming paradigms will dominate, or how many developers the market will ultimately support. The uncertainty is genuine, and anyone claiming otherwise is selling something. But history suggests versatility beats mastery of any single tool, and the ability to learn continuously matters more than any specific skill set. The profession isn't ending. It's being forced to grow up, to justify its value beyond raw code production, and to embrace an uncomfortable truth. The thing we built is now building alongside us. For those who adapt, who view AI as an amplifier of human creativity rather than a replacement for it, the future holds problems worth solving. For those who don't, The industry they knew is already writing their farewell letter. The choice, as always, belongs to the people staring at the screen, now deciding whether to see AI as a colleague or an executioner. The answer shapes everything that comes next. At Market Media, your opinion matters to us. Have you lost your job, or are you worried your position is next? Share your story in the comments below.